Hey, you guys. Today I'm actually going to be talking about understanding being grateful for everything, including the small things. What I mean by that is you can't be so pity and ungrateful of what you have. We all, as a collective, desire to have and dream to have more for ourselves. But when you become so greedy and always want just money, 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 and money, and money, I mean, you gotta understand, why do you think things do not work out? When it comes to success and building a foundation for yourself, you have to set, like on my last video, realistic goals. And it's okay. I mean, sometimes and stuff, you will find yourself, like, say, like one day, you made sales $80. Learn how to accept it. Be grateful for that day. Then the next day, you may receive more. You got to be grateful as that as well. When you learn how to be grateful for the things that you receive, small or big, especially the small things in life, like everything, materialistic, non-materialistic, you got to be grateful for that. And you got to thank God for the Most High and stuff for being able to pull you through certain situations. Just think of it as, when you know that you deserve more, you gotta learn how to accept the small things in life, in all areas of your life. The very first thing is that you're alive. The second, if you have a home, you got to be thankful for that. If you got to have a car, you got to be thankful for that. If you have family and support system, all that, you got to be thankful for that. And I am very grateful for just the small things, even if, I would like to desire more, but I am grateful for the smaller things. Because once you be grateful for the smallest things in life, God will bless you tenfold. That's unexpected. A lot of people's not going to believe this and stuff, but that's just how it is. Because you got a lot of people out here that be so greedy and inconsiderate of things. You got people and stuff who just be so money hungry and don't even care about, just life in general. I mean, we got to keep it real and stuff out here. I mean, that's just how it is. And when we're not keeping real with ourselves, how we going to keep it real with everybody else, online or offline? I'm going to give you guys an example. Say like, or man or female, they tell you, you got to stop doing this, you got to start doing that. But yet, they're doing the exact same thing that they're telling you to stop doing. I mean, make it make sense. You can't expect higher of somebody else if you cannot expect higher for yourself. So then, We need to be grateful of the small things, regardless of what people do to cope with their stress and all that. Whenever the time is ready for that person to heal, you got to give them that time. God doesn't force anybody on here on earth for that time to heal, to let go of things. You choose. But then don't sit here and expect somebody to come back to give you everything, and you're not even putting that work in yourself. That means starting off from ground zero, and that means being grateful for things that you already have. And you will see it slowly progressing and getting better over the time. A lot of people is like, oh, I don't have time. I don't have time. I want it now. Now, now, now. Greedy, greedy, greedy. But not sit over here and appreciating things. That means people, especially if they came to your life to basically upgrade you. And when you don't appreciate those type of people and you want to throw little slick jabs because you don't like a certain thing about somebody and it's very petty, and then you go back and then you wonder, well, why is my life in shambles? Well, if you listen to God, He's going to tell you why. We all have our ups and downs. I am a walking testament. But one thing that I would never do, and I encourage others to not do, is to point fingers for your foolishness. Because everybody ain't perfect, and everybody has a journey and also have a testament. We can't judge them. Because who are you to judge? Because at the end of the day, when it's judgment time, God's going to judge each one of us. So now one of us is perfect, but we're striving and stuff to become like Jesus. And that's just real. You got to think about it. All the stuff that we built up for yourselves is to better yourselves for the future. When you manifest and when you dream, you're manifesting it for security for the future. And it is hard sometimes, and I'm going to be that person to tell you it is hard when you're starting from the bottom. It is hard when you're trying to start your business from ground up without trying to pull out loans or, doing all this stupid stuff. PPP, whatever you call that damn loan. PPE, PP, whatever the hell, loans and stuff. Just doing it organically. It is hard. It's very hard to promote, to market your own stuff. It's hard. And when you're marketing, yes, it is going to cost money. It's not for free. I mean, yes, you can, but it's going to take a little bit longer for you to do that, which that's okay. I mean, as long as I'm getting, my stuff promoted by myself, or if I market and using marketing tools, which costs money to market, especially if you're deciding to start a business at the end of the day. And just like, this is my advice for people who want to become an entrepreneurship and want to start their own business. First things first, before you even get your LLC, trademark, and everything, the very first thing that you have to do is write a business plan. This will take majority of your time because it gets you to the point where and how you want your business. If you do not have a business plan for your business, the type of business that you are trying to pursue, everything else is going to fall out of whack. Trust and believe, because I even did that when I very first got started, and I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't work that way. People trying to cut the ropes and trying to do, whatever. But a business plan is needed because, one, that it gets to know yourself, what you're trying to produce, who you're trying to target as target customers, why is it beneficial for customers. That's the whole purpose of a business plan. And when you look at that, you got to thank God for that. Then the next step is then you want to get an LLC. And that just secures your business because that protects that's an entity. It's a business entity. Then you want to get an EIN number. So everything just takes steps, and these are small steps, and you got to be grateful, especially if you're taking those type of leaps. And I always thank God and stuff for that, because even though things may be slow and stuff, but I thank God that I took my time. I come back, I made, shut some stuff down because come back and I need to rethink things and stuff, and, and correct things and stuff and do it right. My mistake that I learned is take your time, because there's no rush. When you take your time in doing things, you will see the outcome of it. And that was my lesson and stuff when I very first started, when I got an LLC. I did not know that you had to also as well had to get the ENN and then other tactics to protect your products, trademarks. Each design that you created, it has to be trademark. And trademark protects from others from not copywriting your work. And that's what I learned. And it's this what happened. This is what I mean and stuff, And I thank God and stuff for, pulling me back, taking a step back and redo it again and get everything that I have published and, designed and everything trademarked, copywritten, and all that stuff, that it is going to be protected. So another thing is, I know this is way off topic, but there is no reason to hate on nobody. Success. It takes time. It takes time. You want to create your book? Create it. Create your book. Find a good publishing company. If you are a graphic designer, I advise you to get all your designs that you had did and get it trademarked. Even though that you may have not do that, but just get a trademark. Period. I don't care what it is. Get a trademark. And it protects you from anything. All type of designs and stuff that you do. So nobody doesn't try to copy or duplicate it. And that's what people would do. They would duplicate your work and they'll make it seem like they wrote it. It doesn't matter if you have your full face and stuff on it. It doesn't matter if you have, your picture and stuff on it. I'm gonna tell you right now. People, especially nowadays, how people can scam, they can still do that. Steal your whole entire work. They could get your book, they could buy it, they could resell it. If you do not have that trademark, it is very important for you to get a trademark so they do not copyright your work and try to sell it on some type of other platform that's unknown and hidden to you. I'm gonna just keep it real and stuff because, that's one of the mistakes that I learned and stuff. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit story about how I was writing this book, and actually I'm gonna show you probably on the next video, but I wrote a book that's called House on 49th Street, and I was a little bit younger then, so I was like 21 or whatever. I didn't really know anything about the business side, and I was looking to look for a TV show, like a company and stuff that I can actually make this like a series, even though that I had wrote it as a book. I wanted to be it as a book and a like a horror series and stuff, or a movie. And it was a third party company that had called, and I was still staying at my parents' house. And when I had created this, I was so excited. I was ready to jump up. And you see what I'm going here. So I'm just like ready to take action and all this stuff, and not actually thinking that this had cost me. And it was kind of iffy because, while me being so excited, and they was telling me that I had to like make some type of like deposit, and I was so excited. I was like, I don't even care, I'm gonna do it. And then I asked my mom if she could help, and my mom, she's a Virgo, and she's like, what? She said, that don't even make no sense. Why they even, if you're doing that why they even asking for you for money and stuff like that? That doesn't sound like a legitimate company. So after I have to think about it, and me being young, and I'm like, oh, my mom just don't know anything. In actuality, when I got older and I realized it was a faulty company, and it wasn't, it basically, I got my creation stolen, because in the year of September 26, 2012, they had came out with the movie, and it was similar to my book called House at the End of the Street. And my book was called House on 49th Street, Terror of Elm Street, or something like that and stuff. So I got ripped off, and I was pretty mad, and it did numbers and stuff, with that. But, I took that as a huge lesson of when I do stuff like that, to always make sure that I should have got my book trademark, the name, trademark, copywritten, and protected. And because I didn't know that, but I know now, I know that everything is going to be secured. So, but me learning from that situation, I actually, thank God for that, because one, I had no knowledge then, and when I got older and started to look into business portions and all that stuff and learning a little bit more, I actually thank God for that loss. Yeah, it may have sucked because I got ripped off and got my creation stolen, but it is okay. I thank God for that and stuff, and now I'm ready to take it to the next level. And this is what I mean by being grateful for the small things, even if it hurt us, even if it's big and it hurt us, and we want to get revenge and screw y'all and whoop-de-whoop this, but This is basically what I mean by. This is what I mean by being grateful, including the small things. And I'll see you next time. Peace.